What fight were we on?
We were wrapping up Iron Man versus Lex Luthor.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
you can clap now.
All right, and we back.
Yeah, my
I had to zoom out.
yeah, I might have to zoom out again. But up next we got a classic one. We got Orchid versus Ivy.
This one's good, but I don't really agree with the outcome.
Who won this one?
Bjorken.
Yeah, well,
The way they scaled her was weird. I don't know.
Yeah, like
You're-
from boobs or something.
They both have like they're both like the femme fatale of like classic franchises, and they also have giant tits.
yeah. I just really like that one part of the fight where Orchid tries to use her boobality, and and Ivy's like, "Ha, bitch, please."
Get a load of these. But yeah, like these are two cool characters, but like the scaled like whole like Bjorken fought like the monster or whatever that even armies couldn't fight, so she's like equivalent to armies. But I'm like, yeah, but they were fighting with like sticks, so, so it's kind of a different. We're talking about like medieval armies with like swords and shields. This isn't like something crazy. It just means she scales to that monster, and even then probably not as much. And Ivy's, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still a cool fight though. I still like it enough.
I agree with you, which is something I hate doing. So let's move
Fuck you.
on to Johnny Cage versus Captain Falcon.
This one was cool, but I feel bad for the cage.
Oh yeah, fucking Captain Falcon can punch a planet.
I mean, this one also makes sense. It's a cool, like, two over the top, kind of annoying but kind of funny characters.
I'm putting it at C. I think it's just okay.
I think I'm gonna probably put it a bit lower actually. It was cool, but like I just kind of lost past it. Admittedly.
Up next we got Joker versus Sweet Tooth.
I didn't get
But
it actually, but when it was actually like, I watched it and I like,
I liked it a lot.
and then just like the reveal at the end, I thought this was really good.
Yeah, it was a really good episode. It makes sense why Joker won.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude fights Batman, so
Well,
Yeah.
not only that, like Joker's crazy, but he's like, there's a lot of Jokers where he's just
manipulative.
and very manipulative.
Personally speaking, I think Sweet Tooth will win just for the fact that his ice cream truck can turn into a fucking mech. But it's whatever.
Yeah, it's still a cool fight.
Yeah.
I'll put it a little higher.
Alright, so we got Jotaro versus who the fuck?
Intro.
Some dude with a North Star.
Yeah, Fits of the North Star.
Who won this?
Kenshiro did.
Alright, D.
Um, it does make sense why, because the dude literally like he's literally walked through a collapsing building as it's collapsing on top of him. Not to mention other like he has a punch where like he hits your pressure points to the point where you literally explode. And that anime is where the Omae wa shinderu nani thing comes from. I do like Jotaro a lot, but I think this is a cool fight.
I put it low C, I don't know who this fucker is, and he won against Jotaro.
Fits of the North Star is a classic anime.
Yeah. And now we have the joke matches of all joke matches. Justin Bieber versus Rebecca Black. Yeah.
I love and hate this.
Yeah. I love how they both died.
Not only that,
Yeah.
they took a whole bunch of people with them.
Yeah. That was so funny.
It's very petty, like very dated kind of death metal, but it's like a time capsule.
Yeah.
It's a time capsule of just like gags and just ripping on people. It feels very like it was ripped from that era of the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely one that like I said, I love and hate it. I love how these two characters kill each other, but I also hate both of their singing careers. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't hate Rebecca Black, whatever her name is as a person, but I don't like Justin Bieber at all.
Actually got a lot better.
Canadian trash. Anyway, we got Ken versus Terry Bogar.
Oh, poor Ken.
Yeah,
Poor Ken.
yeah. I'm not gonna feel
He has a
bad.
wife.
I'm not gonna feel bad putting this at A. This was a fun fight. I liked it a lot.
It's cool, but I feel so bad for Ken. I like Ken.
Well, don't worry. Terry is.
Smash.
Terry's not really single. Yeah. Well, Ken's in Smash too, so your argument's invalid.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying both in Smash, so you can recreate it and have the.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna do that right now. Bye, guys. Are you okay, Ken? Bust the wolf.
This is another one that Deadpool and Pinkie Pie interrupt, and they start dancing, and I think they trip like Terry up, and it's just very funny. They're like, "What the hell's going on?" It's just like just dancing in the middle of this arena. Next is one that pissed a lot of Dragon Ball fans off,
I know. It was Kirby versus Majin Buu.
and I love it for that.
I love this one so much. It's my favorite so far.
This is definitely up there for me. I'll probably put it at top A. People were like, "There's no way that Kirby would beat Majin Buu," and I'm like, Kirby's literal thing is he's kind of like this adorable force of destruction. Yes, he does win.
The most recent game. I know this is. I know this is a old video, and I'm comparing it to a new thing. Like, Kirby literally destroys actual gods.
Yeah.
And in fact, the final boss of the most recent game is a god of destruction. And Majin Buu doesn't have a chance against Beerus, so obviously Kirby is like... I love how this cute little puffball is like the most destructive creature in the entire multiverse.
I mean, it's literally like a pocket dimension attached to like gale force suction. Like,
it's so funny when people do like power scaling videos on Smash Brothers characters. Some people will be like, "Oh, Bayonetta is probably the strongest one," and then they're like, "Oh, she would be, but Kirby's here."
Yeah, Kirby is ridiculously powerful, and I love him for that.
yeah.
It's so stupid. He's so stupidly powerful. I love it. But anyway, next we have Kratos versus Spawn.
This is cool, but why?
I really like this fight.
It's theming, I guess.
I know, but like,
it's thematic, but it's
I
also
like-
one of those like one-sided fights as well.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Spawn can't die, can he?
Well, it's not just that. Kratos kills like Zeus.
Yeah.
Spawn has defeated Yahweh and Lucifer.
Yeah.
This is one where I will say this should be a knockout because the grips of death can't hold Kratos.
Oh, that's very true. That's
Yeah.
kind of Doomsday-esque.
It is Doomsday-esque. Like, Kratos can't die. Like, even if he dies, he can crawl his way out of hell. Like, literally, that's the first thing you do in the second game.
Yeah.
Don't you do that in multiple games?
Yeah, you're right. He does fall into the river Styx in game 3.
They are both difficult to kill as fuck, but there is
I think
definitely a
that's also the
severe
start of
power
Ascension
difference.
as well. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's where like the Doomsday comparison would end. It's just like even if Kratos did come back to try and fight Spawn, I don't think there'd be a situation where Kratos could overpower him.
Mm-mm.
So,
It would
yeah,
you
I
just
think-
keep going
I
back
think the
and forth.
knockout would just I think the knockout would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, up next we have Laura Croft versus Nathan Drake.
Beaming!
Yeah.
Put this one at B.
Who
That
won
was
this
kinda
one?
Don't care.
Laura Croft.
I had a feeling. I don't care either, so I'm just put it in I don't care.
Yeah, it was good enough. Poor Nathan Drake. He gets stabbed by a fucking helicopter blade.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Up next we have Lex Luthor versus Doctor Doom.
Now here's a Doctor Doom matchup we fucking needed.
Yeah.
This is a really good one.
Did he win?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
He did win. It's also another one of those really cool like finishers because like he basically cuts Lex Luthor into 3 pieces, like horizontally. He steals his body at one point. It's just a really cool fight. And they also did a foot dive, foot dive, foot dive.
Yeah, of course he did. That's his most famous move in those games.
He spams it during one portion of the fight. This is very funny.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a pretty classic one up next. We have Link versus Cloud. Despite how I felt about I never watched the second one because you know how I feel about round 2 videos in Death Battle. Despite the fact that I don't think Link has a chance in hell against Cloud, the battle makes up for it somewhat, so I'll put it at B.
Yeah, it was good. It's a good classic.
Yeah, it was a really good battle.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that was their very first 3D battle too.
Part of me wants to say no, but I don't know. I really don't know if it was the first 3D or not.
So, but yeah, I'll put that at B. I didn't see round 2, but I heard Cloud win, so that's automatically S.
Yeah, he wins. I like this one a little more than the other one. I'll put it at high B. I feel bad for Link, but it makes sense. I think this is the round 2 that it was deserving, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, we got Lucario versus some Digimon. I think.
Renamon.
This is another one that I really like Lucario as a Pokemon, and I don't care about Digimon at all. But like, this is one where the fight kind of makes up for it, and it's another one of those brutal kills because Lucario uses like the Shadow Bone and pierces it through Renamon's neck as like they're struggling, and then just slowly slide down. And I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, so this is like base Lucario versus base Renamon, right? Like
yes,
Mega Evolution. Okay, yeah, now that makes sense. I will agree with that. That was pretty good.
I don't care. So yeah. All right, now we got Luigi and Tails. Before I get to that, Sean, I thought it was just an okay fight, so I put it at C. But like, Sean,
I don't have strong feelings. I just don't like seeing Luigi die. Oh, my boy. Nah, Luigi, no.
Oh, thank fuck. God.
I'm particularly that was good.
Alright. Next we have Luke Skywalker versus Harry Potter, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
They went with his interpretation in the books, which in the books he gets a lot stronger. Because you know how everyone was like upset that like Luke wasn't like this uber powerful Jedi.
Yeah.
Stems from the books, because he does have a good arc in the books, but like he definitely becomes a lot stronger than he does in the movies.
This is another I don't care, so I'm just putting it there.
I'm putting this in bad because it's like, why? Like I get it, 2 big franchises, but this doesn't.
Yeah, but it will be.
Other than like Child Prodigy or like Chosen One, which is a very very basic writing tool, this doesn't make any kind of sense.
No, it's a very weird matchup.
And like not only that, Luke has abilities beyond just his weapon, whereas like you break the twig that Harry's using and he's just some guy.
Yep.
Like
it was a little cathartic because I did not really care for Harry Potter, so seeing him get stabbed by a lightsaber was kind of like, ooh, neat.
Yeah, but it's like
I know it's why.
Why?
That's true. Oh boy, no one's gonna have choice words about this next one.
Oh, is this the?
Let's do round 1 first.
Okay.
Which one's round 1?
The one right next to it. Mario versus Sonic.
I don't really care for this one.
Actually, no, we can do both. I don't really care. Because I'm putting the original Mario and Sonic up at the very top. It's my favorite death battle. Like, it was back in the day, it was my 2 favorite icons battling it out, and it made sense. And then they made round 2 just to piss me off. Like, I've already established why I don't like the round 2s in Death Battle. And the reason why Mario should never have a chance against Sonic is because it's kind of like the Flash versus Superman. If somebody is so fast that you cannot touch them, you have no business winning. Like, Mario shouldn't even be able to touch Sonic, yet Mario wins.
Their
So
biggest reasoning is because Mario, the way they scaled him, was like he could basically take anything Sonic throws at him.
that doesn't make any sense though, because
That's more like unstoppable force versus like immovable object at that point.
Yeah. Essentially, but they also scaled Mario high enough to be able to tap Sonic because of some of the feats that he's done in some of the later games that they scaled close to like light-ish speed. So I like the second one.
no.
I know that Noah's always going to be salty, and I don't like it because Sonic loses. Okay, that's not the reason. I think the fight is entertaining. The way they executed it was good. The way they described it was enough for me, and I do feel like it's one of their big matchups. Of course, they were going to do this for 100, and for episode 100, I was satisfied.
I also call bullshit on Mario can take what Sonic dishes out to him, because here's the thing. I'm going to use just basic ass enemies for an example. Mario fights squishy Goombas and turtles. The weakest Sonic enemy is a killer robot. And he can just kill it in one hit. Like, I know we haven't seen Mario fight any mechanical beasts as much, but like, just fighting a turtle and fighting a robot are two completely different things. And there's, again, I'm going to bring up, Mario shouldn't be able to touch Sonic because Sonic can go at light speed, and Mario is just a guy.
Another reason they had was because they also went with like Mario being able to carry multiple items, and they kind of counter each other because he can carry
Yeah, but
more
the
of
star
them.
doesn't make him go at light speed.
There are things that can make it so he can basically just be invulnerable. But I don't know. Like I said, I enjoyed the fight.
It's kind of bullshit.
I'm not going to get into a debate.
It's very bullshit.
But,
Especially
tired.
Super
I know.
Sonic. But anyway, yeah, I hate that one. Word. Anyway, up next we have Deadpool versus The Mask. Yeah.
I really liked the fight animation, and I like both these characters, but again, it's kind of like the Doomsday thing of like the Mask cannot die.
That is true, but
And
it
like
was
even,
also
even in the comics, it's just like this is meant to be a cartoon character in the real world, like a full-on cartoon character.
Yep.
Like there's parts where like holes get blasted through them,
Alright, this is our
they get
Mask.
riddled with bullets. It's
a very good comic.
it is
Brutal as
really,
fuck.
yeah.
I give this one more of a pass because literally the whole basis of it is like the premise of the episode is Wiz and Boomstick are trying to kill Deadpool. Like
Yeah.
they are annoyed by him. They hate that he keeps interrupting, and they're like, when he dies, they're like, just like, what did we do? We basically pit him up against a cartoon god. It's an unfair battle, but it was just very funny overall. And the fight itself is still one of my favorites. I love how they lose animation for it, and it's like you can't make the scene without the green, pal. And there's literally a part where like Deadpool's like, I have the continuity gem. I can change anything with a snap, and they just show various death battles with different outcomes. Like one was Tifo breaking Jiang's neck, so that's already nice.
Oh, S rank. It'll be bottom S rank, but it's S rank.
It's
See,
a
that's the
really
thing. There's
cool
so much
fight.
of it I really, really love. So like I'm probably gonna like keep climbing it, but I'm leaving it at great for now.
It's still one of my favorites. I'm sad that Deadpool lost, but yeah, again, it's like the Mask is this stupid powerful character. I love it though.
Was the changing the outcomes for like every single episode at the time, or did they pick a select few?
What do you mean?
Like
They picked a select few. It was
okay,
just a few of them.
I bet somewhere in the death battle side was like, oh my god, I hate Ruby. Let's just have Yang fucking
versus
get
Link
die.
and Cloud one.
Yeah.
I feel like it was. I think there was also one of Green Lantern versus Ben. I think it was all their most controversial ones, where the other person won.
The director or I think the director or animator just really didn't like that outcome, and that's why that was one of the chosen ones.
It, I love that bit though. It's very funny. It's like I can change continuity with a snap of my fingers, and it just shows various death battles changing as like this little strip. But it was great. And now we get to one that,
We got Master Chief versus Doom Guy.
at the time I get it why Master Chief wins, but if they're going current Doom Guy, Master Chief is fucked.
I
But
wouldn't.
as a classic, it's still good enough.
I honestly think this would be like one of the more even fights.
It's definitely a slightly even, but it's to the point where like in the new Doom Guy fights gods.
Yeah.
That's
Like
fair.
and also in continuity, he's literally plowed through hell for centuries. To the point where every single creature in hell is terrified of him.
Not only that, in the DLC of the new game, what was it, like Lucifer reincarnates as him, and he still kills him, and he kills that.
Yep. And just like his power armor is like it's been scaled to, instead of like, oh, it's like regular like security armor, it's like, no, it's like ridiculously powerful. He doesn't even need the guns to go through hell. He does it because he gives himself a handicap. Like if the games were made to be as powerful as Doom Guy is, they would be the easiest games ever. Like he'd literally just punch, punch, punch. All the creatures of hell just bombarding him with attacks, and he'd like walk through. So it's a cool classic fight. I like it. At the time, it makes sense why that Master Chief beats that Doom Guy, but currently, no, not even close. I do want this one remade. I really do.
Up next we have the Mega Man Battle Royale.
This is a fun one.
This was a fun one, and I'm a Mega Man fan, so it's automatically gonna go in S.
I think this is also the record for the most amount of zeros they've put in something.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just remember them saying, "Oh, poor Volnut."
Yeah, Volna is very
It's Mike
weak.
Tyson versus the child.
It is kind of that, yeah.
Mike Tyson's arm was also a gun.
I do think they kind of highballed classic Mega Man, if I'm being honest, because he doesn't have that many feats. He's got more feats than Volnut, but like, I felt like classic lasted as long as he did because he's the classic one.
Yeah, the OG.
I forget which one won.
It was
.ex.
.exe.
Yeah, .exe did.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Personally speaking, I think X should have won, but like, I can understand .exe winning.
Yeah. It was an overall really fun fight, and it's like the only battle royale they've had outside of the boys one, but this one is way more fun.
Yeah. Speaking of Mega Man, we have Mega Man versus Astro Boy.
This one makes sense. I am sad that Mega Man loses, but
I don't like this one.
it's I like how they point fun at like one of like, how does he recharge, and it's literally through like a gas canister in the ass. It's like, oh, why?
Yeah.
I forgot who said, I was like, I'm uncomfortable right now.
The reason why I give this one a D is because it's squarely because I'm a fanboy. Like, I don't know who the fuck Astro Boy is, and Mega Man is like one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. So yeah.
No, I completely understand you.
I think the fight was really
Yeah, I know you, Luigi fanboy.
No, I was looking more at my Ryuko one.
Oh, fair.
But no, what I really get is your favorite character loses because I've been there enough times.
Yeah. Yeah, your D tier is more than mine, and essentially Nick's, if he had one. What a weeb. Anyway, I don't know who the fuck either of these guys are.
It's the Mighty Morphin
Megatron
Megazord
versus
versus Voltron.
Wait, what?
It's the Mighty Morphin Megazord versus Voltron.
I don't know. It's a Megatron.
No, I was about to say that's Megatron. That's not a Megatron I've ever seen.
It was two megas from classic like OG cartoon / toy making things that they did in that. But yeah.
Okay, I don't care.
I get it, but I'm biased, and I also just personally don't like one of the people they brought to voice it, so I'm putting it in okay.
MatPat.
and I'm very yeah. And I'm very
You
tempted
are
to
my
bring back.
friend. Oh,
Actually,
fuck that
you know
guy.
what? You know what? I'm biased. Fuck it. I get one.
Everybody gets one. Tell him, Sean.
Wait, what did you put it at?
I'll put it in okay. Now I'm moving it to bad. I said I'm biased. I get one.
Oh, fair enough. That's fair.
What's the next one?
That is Carolina versus the Meta from Red versus Blue. It's literally two characters from the show.
I don't
It
care.
was literally a red versus blue tie-in.
Yeah. I do like this one because I like both characters. I like Red versus Blue a lot. And it makes sense why Carolina wins. I mean, she's like the strongest in I forgot the name of the program. And the Meta is this like crazy powerful guy, but you know, he's still kind of crazy.
He's also like trying to be supercharged by a bunch of AIs that like eventually turn against him, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. It's been a while since I watched Red versus Blue, but yeah, this was a really fun fight.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. I also felt pretty tense because I did like both characters, and I was like, oh fuck, I really don't know who's gonna win right now, and it was a good fight.
That being said, I'm gonna have to dock it because if you do not watch Red versus Blue, there is no point in you watching this.
Nope, it is basically a Red versus Blue episode.
Yeah.
It even has some of the characters. It literally has Wisdom Boomstick show up, like being invited by Griff, and why am I blanking on names? God damn it! But it has them being invited to the crew and like settling this debate
Yeah.
between them because they were just hanging out, like who would win between Caroline and the Meta, and then this showed up. But I like Red vs. Blue a lot, so I like this episode. I'll put it today.
Up next, we got Mewtwo versus Shadow. D.
At the time, I liked this episode because I was still on that Shadow hating spree. But after coming back, I'm just like, it's kind of the opposite now. I'm more on a Mewtwo hating spree. I think Mewtwo's overrated as fuck, and Shadow's kind of grown on me. So, and not to mention, they butchered Shadow in this episode, not just in the kill, but his character-wise.
Yeah.
Like the Vegeta episode did better for him.
Yeah. We'll get to the Vegeta episode, but
yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay, okay, you know what? I know, Sean, you were there, but I'm gonna tell Nick because he wasn't there. Would Mewtwo be a big deal if it wasn't for the movie? Like, if...
That's a fair point, I would
like,
say.
nobody would give a fuck about Mewtwo if it wasn't for the movie. I swear to God.
No.
I would say he would still be important to.
No, he'd be popular.
If you take away the all the anime stuff, you know, remove it from the video game, what makes Mewtwo different from any other legendary Pokemon?
I'm looking at it from like,
yeah. I thought so.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying here's some avenue where he would still be considered popular, but I'm saying that is a niche. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying like this is still a thing.
It's offending me that you're not agreeing with me. No, I'm kidding.
No, but
no.
Yeah.
So I can finally see what the fuck is. All right, there we go.
It's...
I can't shrink it anymore. It's gonna hurt my eyes if I do, so I'm just gonna have to deal with this.
I'll keep it at...
Versus Static Shock.
Oh god, no, okay. 67.
I'm at like 33.
Jesus.
Oh wow, I'm at 67.
My eyes hurt. Yeah, I'm at 67 as well. If it goes any lower, I'm gonna hurt my eyes.
I like this one, but...
I'll zoom back in then.
Or Miles.
Wait, Miles lost?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this the D again.
Actually, yeah.
Like, yeah. Is Miles' Venom power, which is electricity based, shouldn't... Whatever. Oh, wait, that's why he lost. Okay, never mind.
I don't know, like... I thought this one was like alright, but I don't really like the outcome.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the outcome personally, and I I like Static Shock a lot more than Miles Morales. I'm gonna be real.
I'm gonna give it bottom C actually, because I haven't actually saw the fight, and I want the D to be like fights I actually hate. So you know what, boost your OP up there.
This next one.
Okay. Mob Psycho versus her.
Tatsumaki.
Tatsumaki.
Okay, look, I get it. Tatsumaki's a powerful character, and
Mm-hmm. So I know
I
who
don't
won.
like
Okay.
her that much.
S rank. I like her a lot, but
Well, I don't know. I think that's unfair. Like, I like Tatsumaki, but Mob Psycho 100 is my third favorite anime, and Mob is such a good fucking character, and the fight animation is great. Like, it's a cool fight, but it hurts. It hurts. I'm putting it at bottom B because I still would have liked if Mob won, and I still think he should kind of win.
I'll give it a B as well.
It just hurts. It does hurt.
Oh, you know what's gonna hurt me? Fucking Naruto versus Ichigo.
I like this one enough. Put it at IB.
I don't. I don't know how I feel about this one, honestly.
It's tough.
I know a fucking pack of jealous fanboys are gonna be like, "Oh, Naruto totally wins because he has a Super Saiyan ripoff." But like, which version of Naruto did they use? Did they use Shippuden or OG?
Shippuden.
Okay, good. That softens the blow a little bit.
They gave him all the powers he had up to the current point where it was. So, like, they gave him the ridiculous transformation of Kurama.
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna put it at B. I'll put it at B. But just because I don't know when this death battle came out and where everybody was, if the manga for both finished at the time,
I think it was.
then Ichigo should have won because Ichigo gets stupid broken at the final arc of Bleach.
They went through a crazy, like, the calculation was like longer than the fight, because it was a lot of calculation they did, and they scaled Ichigo, and there was a few points where he did win, but there was other times where just like overall the scale favors in Naruto's favor. I can't remember the exact numbers. You'd have to go through it, but I know it was a long calculation. Also, I just noticed a lot of these, or is it because I'm zoomed out? No, a lot of these pictures are blurrier than other ones.
Yeah.
It bothers me a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I can't shrink it anymore because it's hurting my eyes.
Ow.
Yeah. So
We gotta start
anyway,
blitzing through things.
up next we got Natsu versus Ace.
I like this one.
I like this one. I'll give this one the A. I like Ace more than Natsu, but I understand why Natsu won.
Are you literally eating fire right now?
Makes sense.
Also, it's a brutal fucking kill.
Yep. That's it. Okay, we got Venom versus what's his face.
Corona.
Yeah.
I like this one, but it's another case of like one character has a very clear advantage over the other, like very clear advantage.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting it at D. I've stressed before, and I'll say it again. If one character has a clear advantage over the other, then what's the point of making the video?
The animation makes up for it because it's one of their best.
All right, I'll take your word, and I'll put it at the very bottom of C. But yeah,
they do a good job of meshing like that kind of horror element, and in many ways it kind of looks like Corona erupted just right from the manga with that like kind of twisted look of Soul Eater. It's great.
All right, Venom fanboy, what's your opinion?
Base Venom. Yeah, it seemed like a pretty one-sided fight. I don't particularly like this character, or characters, but I thought they were cool. In the anime.
All right, Nightwing versus Daredevil. Who won?
Oh, I love this.
Nightwing one.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It was another live action one.
I'll give it
It was really good.
bottom B then.
It was really good. Like they did a really good job. A lot of the same strengths of like Red Hood vs Winter Soldier, but I feel like they did a little better with this one than the other one. Mostly because the Ismahawk, that was it. The director had a bias towards Nightwing, but even when like Death Battle was like, look, there's a chance we're going to kill him, and he's like, no, that's fine as long as I play him. So, but Nightwing did end up winning. It was really good.
Next we have Optimus Prime versus who the fuck?
The first
from...
it was Hero. His
Don't
version
care.
of the Gundam from Gundam Wing.
Put it in my don't care list.
Gundam's better than fucking Transformers, but the outcome makes sense, so I'll put it at C. But I was sad because Optimus Prime. I'm gonna go on not a small rant, but I'm gonna go on a hot take. I don't care for Transformers.
That's fine. I like Transformers, but like I don't really care about this matchup.
They were made to sell toys, and that is also true for Mecha.
All right, I'm gonna counter with like two specific animated shows, Animated and Prime. Those are really, really good shows. Every other show, though, I will agree, it's all marketing bullshit for toys.
I'll take your word for it.
But like those two shows in particular actually cared.
No, I'll take your word for it. But literally, what Transformers were made for were to sell toys.
Exactly, but like but they've done. I'm just saying they've proven that they're more than just that in two particular shows.
That's fair. I just think that like, I'm a decent mecha fan, and Gundam, like, most Gundam shows are really good.
I don't give a fuck about Gundam. That's my thing.
Yeah, it's a classic. I do like how the soundtrack hits that 80s like rock style, because these are two 80s characters, but it hurts. Speaking of hurt.
Oh god, the ending of this one, Pikachu versus Blanca.
Blanca should not have won.
Oh.
Really?
No, like they literally went Pokemon logic of like steel isn't super effective against electricity. And I'm like, it's just a video game mechanic though. It's not how that works in real life.
I'll put it at B.
I don't know, like I think it's a fun joke episode, but I just think the outcome is wrong. Like I don't hate the episode. I think it's funny. Like it's hilarious how he eats him and then blends him, but like he still shouldn't win. But it doesn't hurt me. Like I could still appreciate. I'll put it a little higher. I can still appreciate how like of a funny joke it is, and I still like it enough. But the outcome not for me. But it is very funny though.
All right.
I'll admit.
We got Leon versus Frank West.
This is a fun one. I like this one. Put it at
A. C. I like both characters. Haven't seen the fight.
It's a good fight.
I don't particularly care for either characters too much. Like I still like them. I didn't really find much to enjoy about the fight, in all honesty.
They did I covered wars, you know.
Yeah.
And Leon's like, that's cool. I fought in them.
Oh shit. All right. Okay, finally we're at one we can actually discuss about. The Gen 1 starters. Battle Royale. AKA, let's stroke Charizard's dick again.
Charizard didn't win.
I must have watched a different Versus video because I could have sworn he won.
Charizard didn't win. Charizard was blown up by Blastoise.
Oh, I'm probably thinking of the next one.
Yes. No. Charizard lost that one too.
Fuck. What was I watching back then? Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe the blind worshipping of Charizard made me think that he won. I don't know.
Yeah. No. This fight's pretty brutal. But no. Blastoise literally pumps both cannons into Charizard's mouth, has him fly up after ripping his wings off, and he explodes.
I like this fight though.
I feel bad for Venusaur.
Yeah.
Venusaur got shafted.
They did my boy dirty. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it in. Okay.
I do like how they went against like the whole like Charizard's everyone's favorite, but like I'm
Yeah.
still sad that Venusaur, you know.
Actually, no, I'll still put in really good.
All right, up next we have Charizard versus Digimon.
Greymon, yeah. This made sense, and I actually really liked the fight.
I didn't care.
It does make sense, but like it's not really for me. It was just like I like how they had like what's his face like attack like red. It's like, well, we're not supposed to fight.
Yeah.
Um,
That's really funny because yeah, in the anime, he's normally picking fights with Digimon that are fighting Greymon. It's great.
yeah, but I don't know. It's all right. It's there. Put it bottom B.
Up next is Soul Bad Guy versus Ragnar the Blood Edge. I love both characters. S.
Oh, you really like this one?
Yeah, I love this one.
Even with the point where after Soul Bad Guy wins, they're burning the script for Blaze Blue.
Look, I understand. BlazBlue's story is a clusterfuck in a nutshell, but like, well, it's kind of like Kingdom Hearts. Like people act like, oh my god, I don't understand what's going on in this story, and I'm like, am I the only one that understands? That's how I feel about BlazBlue.
That's fair.
That's how I feel
I know
about
this one's
BlazBlue.
alright.
Like I know exactly what happens. Like if there's something you were stuck on, I could probably help you through it. But like, I love both. I love both series. I love both main characters. So the fact that one won over the other means nothing to me, and it was a really cool fight.
That's fair. Got any strong thoughts, Nick?
No, not really.
Not this
really
one, but he will about the second one. This next
Oh
one.
boy.
Ratchet and Clank versus Jack and Daxter.
Ratchet won, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should have just fucked with him and said no.
I didn't think about
I was
that.
like I was like 80 to 90% sure Ratchet won. So, like,
Yeah, it's just the technology, honestly. As he has
Yeah.
an overwhelming advantage. He's got more guns than Jack does too, so.
not only that,
Also,
his
his partner's
arsenal is
useful.
just way stronger.
Yeah, his partner's useful.
Yeah.
And also, just the guns he has are just like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like some of these guns, when upgraded, create like I think like almost nuclear level explosions. It's starting
Yeah.
to points where so many missiles are being launched that your screen just slowly fades to white.
Holy shit.
That actually
was a cool
happens in
fight.
some of the games.
If only they used the Dancertron in the fight.
And it's another Insomniac versus Naughty Dog fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second time Insomniac will win.
Yeah.
Or first time? Was this game first? Or...
Raven versus whoever. Who won?
Raven did.
That's why I put it. You're putting it at us.
It was also a very fun
Fuck
fight.
the bronies.
So no, okay, so I find
Someone's
it
got
weird.
Ew.
Whoa, no, okay, no, they're gonna divergence. I'm kidding. I'm kidding about some of them aren't that bad. Most of them are shitty. But like this is also just a really fun fight. Like there's a lot of good back and forth, and I love how one of the justifications is like how Raven's like the bird projection like has weight to it, and it's just like after like she wins, Boomstick was like, "Dear Diary, today I learned I could not survive a bird plowing into me at Mach speed," and it was just great. Like it was a good animation. Raven gets turned into a flower, and then she almost gets crushed, and then the bird goes, and then she gets turned back. It's like, well, that was weird, and then just goes away. Also, she got that butt.
Yeah.
Anyway, up next we have Red versus Blue, and I don't care. Take it away, guys.
This is a mixed one for me because I really do like this fight, but it also stems from the fact that I'm uncomfortable seeing all these characters actually murder each other.
I don't remember this one.
I'll put it at bottom A because I like how the final two characters left are Caboose and Sarge.
Oh, that is great.
And then it's just like, it's you and me, red versus blue, and I'm gonna destroy you dirty blues. And then like a grenade like teleports out of nowhere, and he's like, oh shit, and it just explodes, and Caboose just stands there. But the reason was because like the blue team just is overall stronger fighters. Like Caboose fights multiple Texas, and like Griff is kind of useless. Simmons is there.
Donut's also just kind of there.
Yeah,
Sarge is like competent, but he's like also dumb.
yeah. And then Tucker has the sword.
Oh yeah, Tucker's
You
got
know,
the sword and
yeah, the tank, Sheila.
yeah,
The tank beats the
Sheila.
warthog,
Yeah.
or the puma, as they say. But it's overall a fun fight. It makes sense why it happens. It makes sense who won. I like it, but it just comes to like I grew up with these characters. I watched the show a lot when I was in high school, and I really enjoyed it. Still enjoy it. It's still a really good web series, but it comes to like I don't know how to feel about seeing these characters kill each other.
Yeah.
Also
Next,
Tex.
next we have Rogue versus Wonder Woman.
Oh, another Dave.
That's an old one.
That's an old one, but Jesus Christ, did they fuck this outcome up?
I liked it. I put it today.
Actually, I'll put it B because
Like,
the outcome is bad, but I don't hate it.
I understand, like, it's this version of Rogue who has Miss Marvel's powers because she touched her a lot. Like, that sounded really weird,
That did
but
sound
like,
bad. There's a lot to touch.
basically, she has Miss Marvel's
that's
powers
right,
in
that
this
is like
in
a
this
kiss of death.
incarnation. She has Miss Marvel's powers, so
Yeah.
it's really Miss Marvel versus Wonder Woman, except Rogue has the kiss of death, which obviously they would use to finish off Wonder Woman. So, yeah.
Yeah, they gotta have that lesbian stuff.
Yeah, I was jacking off like 5 times that day.
Jesus Christ.
I
I don't want to hear that.
Drink some water, man. You need to stay hydrated.
don't got water, I got orange juice.
He doesn't have water. He doesn't need water. He needs the horny.
Oh, anyway. Next we have Master Roshi versus Jiraiya. Who won this?
Master Roshi did.
Nope.
I do like this one, but I am a little upset that Jiraiya has now died twice.
Nope,
But
C.
it was still overall a fun fight. Actually, I'll put it at bottom.
Actually, you know what? Actually, no, it makes more sense. Wait, was this an older or a recent one?
Recent-ish.
Recent.
It was recent enough for the Tournament of Power.
Okay, then you know what? It makes sense. I'll bump it up to B. I was about to say I forgot. Master Roshi like knocks around Frieza's soldiers in Resurrection F, and those guys are like maybe Nappa level, and Jiraiya isn't even Cyberman level.
He blew up the moon.
Yeah.
Roshi did it.
Did he piss on it?
This is what you get, Goku! My super laser piss! But anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Next we have Ryu Hayabusa versus Strider. I have a feeling Strider won this one.
He did.
Of course. Future technology. I hate it, but I understand it. B.
B. Yeah, it makes sense, but I was just like, I do like Ryu Hayabusa more.
Yeah.
So, and Shredder here is a character that I feel like people just kind of forgot about.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Only had
cool,
one
but,
good
like,
game, and then Capcom never capitalized on the franchise, so yeah.
He appeared in crossovers.
Yeah.
There's that.
But like Beautiful Joe appeared on the crossover, and he's not getting any games anytime soon.
That's fair.
Ryu versus Scorpion. This is another classic.
I quite like this one. I'll put it at
Yeah, I like this one too. A.
and it makes sense why Scorpion wins.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway,
I also love how he turns into a penguin.
Samurai Jack
yeah.
versus whoever.
Afro Samurai.
Afro
This was-
Samurai.
this was
Don't
their
care.
This was their first hand-drawn animated one. and this one's really cool. It's also kind of fucking brutal because like forgot it. I know Afro gets his arms cut off and like Jack's like arms separates from the shoulder with like blood spewing out and he just screams and they're both like horribly maimed and then Afro Samurai or not Afro Samurai, Samurai Jack wins. As someone who watched Afro Samurai, I like Afro Samurai, but Samurai Jack is, you know, a slightly cooler character and it's a cool fight. I like it a lot.
This matchup is pretty stupid, I have to be honest. Sanji versus Rockley. Like,
So going
I've said this to Sean. It would make way more sense for Might Guy to go up against Sanji.
so
Rockley is a fucking pushover compared to Sanji.
that's why Sanji won.
Yeah, that's why Sanji won.
But going back to before, like way like hours ago when we talked about the health bars, like
Yeah.
characters like losing limbs, there's a point where Sanji gets one of his legs blown off, and he's like has one left,
Why?
and they're fighting, and then he basically cuts Rockley in half with a kick, and then he dissipates because he was on the 8 gates.
I don't understand Rockley. Like, he's not that powerful when you really think about it. And Sanji is like one of the 3 One Piece characters in the crew that's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and unless you're a warlord or an emperor, I'm gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
When Rockley is strong, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have any feats. He doesn't have any feats, and he doesn't get much stronger, from what I remember anyway. So this is why I think Mike Guy would have been a better pair up than Rock Lee. I felt like they picked Rock Lee just because they wanted Rock Lee to have a pair up. And potentially Mike Guy might win with the 8 gate things, but you know, it would just be a repeat at that point. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a one-sided fight in my opinion. Even if it was presented not to be, but anyway. Who and who is that? Black
Sindel
Canary?
versus Black Canary.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Canary.
Black Canary
Yes,
versus
who won?
Sindel. Sindel.
No.
Thank God.
Oh, is that Sindel? I don't know.
Yeah,
that was a Mortal Kombat 11 design.
I
Oh,
couldn't tell.
okay.
All right, I'm zooming out more because this way I'd actually see everything. Yeah, like their whole thing was like Black Canary, just her scream has more decibels, and because decibels grow exponentially, her scream was like 1,000 times stronger. So, yeah,
Yeah.
That
and
makes
also
sense.
comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah, comic book.
And she did a pretty cool kill of like propelling herself upward with the scream and then punching her head off, and then she said fatality. So it was cool.
And now we
I like
have Carmen Sandiego versus Waldo.
Wait, what?
just,
I was like,
I just want to throw you guys off. It's all good. Now we got Fire Guy and Ice Fire Guy. Who won?
Zuko versus
Todoroki. Shota Todoroki.
Who won though?
Todoroki won.
Obviously.
To date, he's the only one of my favorite anime characters who has won their death battle. So, you know,
we'll give you a hug someday, Sean.
it was still a good fight, and they had to use him now before he becomes even more strong, because you know, Avatar is done.
Yeah.
And
But not only that, like, even just back to like the whole tournament thing in one of the earlier seasons of My Hero, that was like, that's a ridiculously powerful feat.
oh yeah, they like the glacier or the forgot what the fuck is. I know it's an edgy name for that attack, but it's ridiculously powerful, and it's basically what he finished him off with.
Yeah.
But I like
Not only
how
that, again,
oh,
just
go.
freezing like off the stadium just with one swing of his arm.
The writer for this fight said that she preferred Zuko, but you know, obviously Todoroki won. But in that, she kind of made Wiz a Zuko fanboy, And then when it's just like Boomstick like, wow, that was cool, and then and Widow's like, wait, I'm grieving. Just like, get over it. I'm like, get over it. You've done that to me enough. I don't have pity.
Yeah.
Right. Up next, we have Sephiroth versus Virgil. Who won?
Sephiroth.
Thank God.
You know, Sephiroth is
Yeah, that makes
pretty
sense.
strong compared to Virgil.
Oh yeah,
It was a good fight.
Virgil's kind of a bitch next to Sephiroth, if I'm being honest. Like, all Sephiroth really needs to do is use Supernova, and he just wins.
He did.
Yeah, makes sense.
He did. It
Yeah.
basically powered out Virgil's healing factor, and he's like, I did it. I beat it. And then Sephiroth appears behind him and cuts him in half.
Yeah.
It was a good fight.
You know what's funny about this pair up? I know the pair up was like evil dude with long sword, but like they're also mama boys.
But only one of them got in Smash.
Yeah. Not even his brother going to Smash. What chance in hell did he have?
It was a Mii costume. That's something.
My brother's in Smash. He's a costume. He was in Smash.
And Sephiroth's like, that's cool. I got it legitimately. Oh, I don't survive this fight, do I?
Supernova.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I remember when the memes came out where it was just like, always like Clouds and Smash and all happy, and like Sephiroth is just like appears like, you thought you could run away from me. You thought you could hide.
Alright, now we have Shao Khan versus Bison.
This is one of my favorite classics.
Yeah, this is a very solid one. I'll give it a B
Yeah,
though.
I'll put it in A.
Put it in great.
Because fucking Shao Kahn absorbs Ben Bison's soul, and now he's like stupid powerful, and it's like, oh, that's a problem.
Yeah. Everybody's fucked.
The entire Mortal Kombat universe is fucked.
Alright, up next we have Who versus Wonder Woman.
Shira, the Princess of
right.
Power. This was a cool fight. Another decapitation. Wonder Woman won.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Yay, C rank.
I mean, Shira's a He-Man character, and He-Man is...
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm putting in don't care.
He-Man's kind of got cartoon logic because he dug through the earth. Because, you know, why not? 80s. And Shira's pretty powerful, but I mean, it's Wonder Woman. And they didn't fuck it up this time in terms of scaling.
And now we got Batman loses round 3.
Yeah, he did. He got his head torn off.
Yep.
It was a cool fight, though. I'll give it that.
But honestly, I didn't quite get the matchup.
Because
Rich
they were
billionaire
black
with
costumes.
super suit, but yeah, it's a thinly veiled matchup. I'll admit.
It's a very thinly veiled one.
I'm gonna give it a B.
They're both like some of the smartest characters, and they, you know, stealth and
Yeah, that makes
suit
sense.
and stuff. But Black Panther's like stupid powerful. The kinesthetic sense is crazy.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
care.
don't care.
This one was funny. I'll put it at low A. One of my favorite bits is McGruff the Crime Dog lost to Smokey the Bear because Smokey
Whoa,
apparently
dog
turns
lost to a bear.
gigantic.
Yeah.
He even said that. It's like, you know, it's not surprising the dog lost to the bear. But I love how it's like, because McGruff like pauses time and he looks at the camera and he's like, remember, kids, remember me. Crush.
I know who Gruff is because my parents like Gruff. Like, there's like a Gruff puppet at my parents' house. I don't know who the fuck Smokey and the Bear is.
Really? You don't know only you can prevent forest fires?
No.
I don't know either of these people.
No.
I never grew up with them. I only hear about them through other media.
And those
Literally
medias are
don't care.
memes.
Also,
Yes.
I want to say that
Memes and
Christopher
shitty sitcoms.
voices fucking Smokey the Bear, and another big voice actor voices McGruff, and I'm just like, wow, you got these two for this joke episode?
Cool.
It's
Don't
fun.
care.
Cool, don't care, yeah.
It's fair, but it's a silly episode, and I liked it.
Oh my god, I can see the light at the end of this tunnel. Let's keep
Okay, we
going.
only got like 30 more.
It's
It's a gonna be divided in several parts, isn't it?
We'll see. We got Snake versus Sam Fisher.
The
Honestly,
Boys.
honestly, one of my favorite fights in the whole franchise.
I'll put it as.
Yeah, I love this one so fucking much.
It's really
Well,
cool,
it's
but
maybe not
poor
that much,
Sam.
but yeah. Yeah, Sam just got fucked.
That knife to the brain, just like this, to stop, and his body just drops down and drops again. I'm like, oh. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Let's make one.
Now we have Sora
Wait, hold
versus
on, Nick, you said something?
what?
No, I'm just audibly exhaling at this next one.
Oh, because you don't like Sora.
And I really like Kid Icarus.
I like Kid
Yeah.
Icarus as well, but
I get it.
Sora
I'm not happy about
Yeah.
it, but I get it. So there.
I'll put it at A.
I
specifically
love your pissed offness. It's so great.
I get it.
So-
You're so pissed. I love it.
God
Nick.
damn it.
I love it. You're so pissed. I love it.
Nick, it makes up for it. Do you remember the moment where he used his side B against Sora, and there's a frame where Sora's face is all twisted and his teeth are just... Do you remember that bit?
Ah, yes.
That frame, it's so funny. I also love... Part of me loves at the end of it, like, I'm sad that Pit lost, but, like, when he drops down and Goofy's like, yeah, Sora! Like, after silence of, like, oh, he's dead. Good job, Sora!
Yeah.
I don't know, I find it funny. I'm sad, though.
Goro versus Machamp.
As a Mortal Kombat fan, this one actually kind of makes me entertained. Because I don't really care for Goro that much. And
Yeah, this is
fun
another I don't care pick.
this is a really fun fight. The animation of it was really good, and I love how everyone pointed out that technically the Machamp they used was female. Because the model they had was apparently the design of like the female variation of Machamp, so I just found it very funny.
Alright.
Stop saying that.
This is a classic one for me. Starscream versus Rainbow Dash.
The big what the fuck for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting it at A just because it's funny that this little pony unicorn thing is treating this big robot like a little bitch.
Why has every single My Little Pony one been entertaining to me?
Because you are a brony at heart.
God no. Fuck no.
Alright, now we got Doctor Strange versus Dr. Fate.
I'm sad that Doctor Strange lost this one, but they're both stupid OP characters.
They are stupid OP characters.
I really like this because I really love both these characters.
I'll put it at C. I like them enough, and I understand why Dr. Fate won. Because he's more busted than Doctor Strange, if you can believe that. But, yeah.
It's another one of those crazy comic book ones where it's just like these two characters have achieved so much insane bullshit that, like, you know,
Yeah.
retroactively would beat a lot of other people, but together they're just, you know, it's just Tuesday.
Yep.
Alright, now we have Sub-Zero versus Who the Fuck?
Glacius
Someone
from
from
Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I knew he was from Killer Instinct. I don't care.
Oh, put it at A.
I don't care.
I like this one. I thought this one was pretty good.
Who won, by the way?
Sub-Zero.
Okay.
Yeah, because, like, he's just overall stronger.
Alright, now we got Steven Universe versus Who the Fuck?
Star from Star Wars Forces of Evil.
Don't care.
Don't care.
I don't care about either of these characters. The fight is somehow one of the most entertaining ones this season. I don't like. It starts off with I'll put it at low A. It starts off with a sandcastle building contest, and like Star's kind of like antagonizing Steven a bit, and she's like trying to help, and he just picks her up. He's like, no, you go there. And he starts walking back. And then they start fighting. And then, like, Steven loses. And Star has, like, this sticker appear on her forehead for the sandcastle. She's like, oh my god, I won. He's like, I don't think you won what you thought you won. It was overall entertaining, but I don't really care for either of these shows.
Up next, we have the TMNT Battle Royale.
Oh, so brutal.
I really like this one.
I like this one too.
Put it in.
Probably put it at B though.
Poor Mikey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder, because like I remember they were so mean to him, but I'm like, if they were current feeds, like how they did in the Rise and TMNT, they'd probably, maybe not a different outcome, but they'd be a bit nicer.
Oh, dude, like Mikey, like in the 2000, in the 2004 show, Mikey is like one of the, like, Mikey as a fighting style is better than the other turtles. Like, he actually won a tournament. There was like a tournament arc for TMNT, and he actually won it. Like, he didn't go up against Leo or Donnie, but he did beat Raph. And again, this is just the 2004 show. It could be, I don't know what he's like in the 80s show, and he's not super confident in the CG show, but like, yeah, Mikey was a force to be reckoned with in the 4Kids era, but like, obviously they hated him for some reason.
Mikey's one of my favorites, but like,
and they had a boner for Leo. That's basically what it was.
yeah, he won that, and we'll get to that one later. But
yeah.
Fuck, what was it? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well, doesn't matter.
Up next we have the Terminator versus RoboCop, aka don't watch this video, just play Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
That's actually, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. They both appear in that fucking game. Damn. I really like this one. This is a classic 80s movie matchup, and as someone who enjoys movies, hello Noah, you don't know movies.
And where do you think I'm putting this?
Yeah, but as someone who enjoys movies and gets to see these two iconic characters duke it off in not just a comic book that's owned and has to have one of them, or I don't think either of them won in the comic actually, but it makes sense why RoboCop won. Because the Terminator is strong, but like he gets defeated by a pipe bomb.
He's gotten defeated by multiple things.
Yeah, and RoboCop is like the main character, so he's gonna be a bit stronger.
Yeah.
So it is a good fight.
All right, now we got Thanos versus Darkseid, and
oh, I love this one.
Question: cool. Did Thanos have access to the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yes.
Okay then. Who won?
Darkseid.
Oh, okay. That was not what I was expecting.
It's like Darkseid's true form is from like another like plane of existence.
I was gonna say, I was about to say I thought Thanos. I didn't see this one. I thought Thanos was gonna win because of the Infinity Stones, and I was gonna cry bullshit because I think without the Infinity Stones, Darkseid would mop the floor with Thanos.
No, absolutely.
The Infinity Stones, he died.
Yeah, because Darkseid's true form would literally collapse the entire universe, and also the Infinity Stones don't work outside of their own universe.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, I mean, Darkseid literally has a vision that just targets you and will disintegrate you.
Yeah.
There's like some scarce versions of the comics where like people dodge it, quote unquote, but that's bullshit. And
Batman.
And no, he travels back in time. The other ones are, but that's also kind of bullshit. But yeah, if you don't die from the Omega beams, that's bullshit and wrong. And I hate thinking that's non-canon, and you're a heretic.
Yeah. I remember in the animated show, Darkseid was impressed that Batman was the only person who's ever avoided his Omega beam.
I want that clip of Nick going, it's bullshit and wrong, saved forever.
It's bullshit and wrong, and you're a heretic, and you should feel bad.
No. I like it, though.
I love that. That's
Alright.
hilarious.
That was fun. Whenever the most wholesome people, I'm not saying Nick's wholesome because he's kind of an asshole, just like us. When he gets like super pissed, it's the greatest thing in the world.
I think when you mean to say the most chill person.
Chill person, yeah.
Yeah.
When the most chill people just lose their shit, it's so great. It makes me so happy that you're so mad. Anyway, up next we have Gray versus Death.
Poor Gray.
Yeah, Gray had no chance.
I
watched this one.
I like Gray a lot as a character. I like the fairy tale cast, but like as Death can freeze time, literally.
Yes.
So
And for those that haven't watched the show, the only reason she gets killed is that the main protagonist had to curse herself to basically have a one-hit kill move. Like the move itself, if her sword touches you in any way, shape, or form, not even if she has to slice you, you just have to touch the blade. You will be cursed and die instantly.
I even remember they did a Death Battle cast of like talking about the outcome, and the thumbnail for it was her gun, and the text was, "How powerful is she?"
Way too powerful.
Yeah.
Like
Speaking of powerful,
yeah, Thor versus Raiden.
which is one of the most one-sided matchups in the entire one. Jesus Christ.
I don't care.
Kind of fun.
I forgot who won.
Yes.
Raiden.
Thor.
Oh, okay.
Raiden has
that
no
makes
chance. It's very
Yeah.
one-sided. But
The
it's still
fight being
fun.
pretty good.
It was good. It's a good classic one.
I'm just gonna throw this
Super
next
one-sided.
one. I'm gonna throw this next one, and I don't care.
That's the Tiger Megazord versus Galgai Gar, I think.
Maybe.
No,
I don't know.
Gundam Epyon.
Okay.
Another Gundam. It makes sense why Gundam Epyon won this one. I'll put it at
Don't
IP.
care.
I will
Don't
say
care.
the voice actor for I forgot his name is terrible.
Like as an actor or as a person.
As an actor, he did not sound. It's just like screaming like "Ah!" Like that's not good. I don't know. I don't know who they got, but they found some guy off the street.
Tracer versus Scout.
Tracer
I don't really
won,
care
right?
for Tracer, but she won.
Well, it makes sense because Scout is just a
Yeah.
Brooklyn bitch.
I really like Scout though. Like if you read the comics, he's very entertaining. He's
Oh
very
yeah,
fun
but he's also a
character.
guy with a shotgun.
And Tracer can manipulate time to heal herself and
Yeah.
has a bomb.
She also has a
Yeah.
nice ass, so you know that's who was gonna win.
They've killed the nice ass before.
I would an okay.
Eh.
I
Anyway.
have no interest in going back to that. But,
Yeah, no. Ultron versus Sigma.
I like this one.
This one was pretty rad. I think Ultron won though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
As they quote, Ultron Sigma'd a race of Sigmas.
Yes. Vegeta versus Shadow.
The only good Shadow one.
Yeah.
And even then, it's
Yeah.
alright.
Even then, it's very one-sided. I'm putting it at
Yeah.
C.
It's the only one I tolerate. The other two are awful.
Yeah. All right.
They got the abridged voice actress, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Is that Impulse?
That's no, that's Wally West.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's Wally West versus
Archie Sonic.
Archie Sonic.
Archie Sonic.
You know, the two most OP speedsters.
Yeah.
It was composite, Wally, but like,
This one was a
Cool.
pretty solid one. I gave it a B.
I'll put it at low A. I enjoyed this one. It was nuts. I like how when he punches her Archie Sonic and he's like changing in all different forms, they include some meme forms in there for like a brief moment. Like I think they include Sanic. It was very funny. Also, this was very clearly Archie comics because like it's like you don't mess with the hogs, dogs. Like what the fuck? That's Archie doing not. That's Archie to a T.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Wario versus King Dgd.
I really like this one.
This one was a fun one.
I remember really liking this.
It's one of the funniest ones. I love how like when the little enemies find out that like the masked character's like Mario and DDD, like their heads explode. And like they have an animation of like the Waddle Dee like busting its own mouth open to scream, and then also it's a great kill of like him getting impaled on his ass with a forgot what the name of the enemy is, and then he just like, blows up and
I think it was like a choo-choo or something like that.
can't remember the name of it.
All
I just
right.
know it's his side B.
Time for probably the best. This is the best one where I really like one, I really hit the other, and the one I like wins.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. That's already a great.
Yeah, that's S. I'm gonna put it. I usually put I put the one-sided love and hate ones at the bottom of S, but this is like the top of the three that I put up in S. Like, Weiss has the biggest loss record canonically to anybody in Death Battle, anybody they used in Death Battle. And Mitsuru is just the most confident member of Team C's.
Which is why
She also has a persona, which is better than Weiss's shitty summoning stuff. And yeah, she got what she deserved. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the only good one with a Ruby character in it.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Nick. Yes. Nick, this is your girl, so do you have anything to say?
I'm a happy boy.
Now we just gotta have Yoko win a fight, then I'll be there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
boy.
then Neil wins a fight.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Then I might like Death Battle again.
Yeah.
maybe.
I shouldn't say that because the next one, Wolverine versus Raiden, this is a very awesome fight. I like this one a lot.
I'll put this at us.
I love this
When it
one
came out,
so much.
I was upset because I was really into Wolverine, but then I got more into Raiden, and oh, it's a cool one. And there's no fucking way Wolverine wins.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to watch Metal Gear Rising gameplay to be like, nah, he doesn't have a chance.
I had so much fun in that playthrough.
Yeah, that playthrough is coming up after the
My
Sunshine
favorite
playthrough.
was the nut.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make that the next playthrough after Sunshine.
Hell yeah.
But oh fuck me.
Ooh, boop.
I hate Goku vs Superman round 2 more, but this was pretty damn close.
I hate this one more than Goku vs Superman round 2.
Oh, let me put it to you this way: if we took round 2s out of the discussion, this is the worst death battle in the whole series. Because
Fair enough.
when I first watched this one, I didn't know shit about Ruby. So when Yang beat Tifa, I'm like, oh, so these Ruby characters have to be like, I want to say like at least Naruto or Bleach level strength or something, because this Yang character, she must be really good, because if she's able to kill a woman who goes up against the embodiment of God in her own universe in the series, that she has to be really strong.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
This one is retroactively terrible when you actually know Ruby.
Yep. And
Okay.
also the animation's not very good.
Yeah.
They chose a horrible model for Tifa.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Oh my god, this is probably the worst one.
So, I watched Ruby preparing for this one, and I was like nervous about because I liked Yang because it was up with Volume 3, and Yang was like one of my favorites up to that point. So I was
Yep.
like, oh, is this character gonna win? And then like I was like commenting like who won? They were like, oh, that neck snap, and I'm like, that didn't tell me anything. And then I watched, I was like, oh, that was cool. And then back, I'm just like, if Yang got better, I would have liked it, but nope.
That's the problem. Okay, because this is the last time we're going to bring up Ruby in this discussion. The problem is that the characters don't improve. They just have victories handed to them. That's the thing.
Yep.
Like, you can understand with Tifa, like, if you play Final Fantasy VII, you go from, You go from like them fighting robots to fighting God. Like, Jesus Christ. We're moving on.
Yeah,
I'm done.
let's put this one in the trash where it belongs. Let's
Yep.
just go back to the whole Deadpool versus the Mask and show the alternate take and pretend that happened.
Yeah, that's the canon take, in my opinion. If I ever become a Twitch streamer, if I ever get a donation, that's going to be the gift that plays. Up next, we got Yoda versus King Mickey.
Also known as Disney buying Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the comments I've seen. Are just like, this is just the prequel to Disney buying Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I like this one.
I like this one
do really
too.
like Yoda. But like it's still funny. I like how I think they did both characters pretty well. Unlike another one that appeared later in the fucking season. In fact, the exact next one. Apparently different writers for this episode than the next one. But I think this was a really good start to that season, and it was very fun overall. I was impressed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Disney bought Star Wars.
Yeah. Next we have Yoshi versus who the fuck?
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
I just know
Dinosaur
he's in
from
Killer
Killer Instinct.
Is he from Killer Instinct?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
from Killer Instinct.
It's there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it bottom C. I don't even know why this was made, because it was kind of clear cut that Yoshi was gonna lose.
Yoshi won.
Yoshi won? What the fuck am I watching? Like, I could have sworn this thing just ate Yoshi.
No, Yoshi ate it
Yeah, no, Yoshi ate it, and then it pooped the egg off a cliff, and then...
and crashed into a car.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Fuck you, Death Battle. No. Oh yeah, it's Rooster Teeth. Up next we got Zelda versus Peach.
I love this one as like a classic episode. I thought it was really great.
Who won?
Peach.
D. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I agree. It was a fun classic one, but I'll probably put like in the middle of B.
I'll put it low A. It's a good classic, but the outcome is kind of iffy for me.
To me, like that death was probably like one of the first like gruesome ones that I saw. I was like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Like kicking someone into 3 pieces, then just boom. It's like, oh.
You know,
Did it end with her going, "Did I win?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it?
You know, it'd be funny for a kill instead. Is that if she does her ass slam from Smash, she hits Zelda in the head and their head just pops
I
off.
think she did do that.
Did she? Okay, maybe I was thinking about... My memories are super fucking fuzzy right now, apparently. What I think happened didn't happen, and what I didn't think would happen actually did happen. Fuck, I hate video games.
5, 6 more. 5 more.
Wow.
Can't count.
Yes, we're almost there. Rash versus Leo, I don't care.
It's there. It's kind of uninteresting to me. Yeah, I don't really care much for either character, so...
Alright, now we got the one where I wish we were doing when Sean was a blind fanboy. Zora
I
versus
still don't
Urza.
like it. I still don't like it. Like, I'll still put it at D. I don't disagree with the outcome, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
I put it
I
on
don't.
A because it was a solid fight. I really liked it.
Here's the thing. I really enjoy both characters. This isn't me being like, oh, I love Urza and hate Zoro. I love both characters. This is a death battle I didn't want to happen. I don't want to see either of them kill each other. In fact, I've always said I would rather see them team up and fight 2 other characters. I think that would be more entertaining to me. Because they're 2 characters I feel would get along. Like, Zoro would get lost, Urza would help. That's just how I feel. She'd probably, like... I don't think she would care about the bounty, because Zoro would probably just, like, prove he's not a shitty person, so... Like, I don't know, it's just... I don't like that this battle exists, personally speaking. I just don't. It always hurts. It still does. So, yay.
Alright, now we have Batman versus Iron Man.
Yay, something I like. I'll put it at around A. I actually like this one.
Something I like. I'm going to put it at D.
I really, really like the matchup, and I really like both characters.
I'll put it at
D. It was... They also included the most recent suits. They included Godbuster, Iron Man, and Hellbat, Batman. and it was a cool fight overall. They also had more of the Iron Man suits, like the imaginary one. And overall, it was a pretty good fight. Uh, but I like the jokes of like um, Iron Man. Tony shows up to like tell Bruce to take down the watchtower. So what does Bruce do? Hits him with the watchtower and destroys it. Like he brings the Hellbat suit immediately because everyone's like, we've already seen Batman, so they're just gonna bring out the new suit immediately. So
Yeah.
it was a good fight.
Yep. All right. Up next, we got Goku Black Rose versus Reverse Flash.
This is another A for me.
It's an
This is
S
a
for
really
me.
cool fight.
Even though the one I want to win didn't win, I was still happy.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. It was a really good fight.
Sorry, was that important? I love that line so much, and then that kill is one of the best.
I
Nick,
didn't
can you see
it,
this
so I'm
one?
putting it. No. I'm just gonna put it
The kill
here.
is Reverse Flash taking Goku Black and dragging him around the Earth several times until his skeleton is showing. Only
Oh, wow,
halfway
that's-
though, and then he throws him into the sun.
Oh wow.
It's so brutal, but it's just in character. And then we had
Yeah.
the last one. Fucking, oh my god,
I don't care.
this one
I
was
didn't-
funny. I'll put it
I
at A.
didn't see it.
It's basically a story of Boomstick trying to find his dad, and it just happens to be a fight of Randy Savage versus the Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid Man won because it's wrestle versus a mascot character, but they used other feats of Randy Savage, like him fighting Spider-Man and him in a Dexter's Lab as the one villain in the Justice Friends.
Ah, that's kind of funny.
I know, but like I love how like they're trying to be like it's like your dad is wearing red, so Boomstick thinks that Randy Savage is his dad. He's like, no, dad. He's like, I ain't your dad, kid. Bleh. And then it's just like, wait, but where is my dad? He said he was gonna show up in red, and then Deadpool's like, I'm here. Well, if I said it was me, it wouldn't have showed up. It's like, where's my dad? I don't know. My boy Randy. No. And he looks over at his dead body. He brings him back to life, and then it's a little epilogue of like finding out that apparently Sarge is Boomstick's dad. It's
Oh.
a fun little battle. It's like it shows like I thought my dad would be here, and he talks with his mom, and then Sarge is off and it's just like, huh, that voice is familiar. Did I have a son? So it was overall a pretty fun fight. And that's
Anyway,
everyone so far.
we did it.
Jesus Christ.
How did we
I'm
do
gonna,
this?
I'm gonna zoom in and do like a nice slow crawl.
Yeah, I should probably do that too. Look at all this.
We had too much free time.
Yeah, we did this. This is like 3 hours. Jesus.
Yeah. This is a lot.
Actually, no, I won't bother showing the I don't care because they don't matter to me.
I'm hungry.
But look at all these shitty games. I mean, battles. I mean, fuckers. Shit.
I have a lot more in A and B than I thought I would.
I knew my B was gonna be a cluttered mess.
Yeah. It's nuts.
I think I have a lot of really goods. I was like, huh.
I'm honestly surprised how many I put in S.
Some of these are just like
Although, like, 3 of them are just because I just like the biased.
because you have a bias, but yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, like 18 beating Captain Marvel, Hiei beating Sasuke, and Mizuru beating Weiss.
Yep. Oh God.
Alright,
that
but
was
anyway, we're done. Bye.
That's it.
Bye.